So mabuhay, welcome to Philippintastic. My name's Kevin. Me and Joji went to the Masskara Festival in Bacolod last weekend, so come along with us. So as we left the port city of Iloilo, the ferry is pretty big because it's about an hour ride. Had pretty comfy seats, not much legroom for somebody if you're big like me, but perfect for smaller folk. The water was like glass. It looked really nice that day, very clear skies. We passed a grouping of islands. This island here has apparently a mansion on it, so somebody living very large. And then we arrived at the Bacolod port, like I said, only about an hour away. Nighttime festivities were in full swing because the Masskara Festival takes place for the entire month, basically, of October. And so what you have here is like plenty of vendors selling kind of like fair things that you would find in a carnival. Lots and lots and lots and lots of food, plenty of beer as well, but just a really nice setting to go and kind of experience Bacolod City and what it has to offer. So let's take a little trek around the area. You can see there's a stage, a main stage where they have musical acts. Up ahead, the biggest bottle of San Miguel beer, which is one of the most popular beers in Iloilo and the Philippines. Also my favorite, personally. Lots of what they call inasal chicken, I believe. It's basically just barbecue chicken that they cook over charcoal, and then you can dip it in like a soy sauce mixed with like hot peppers or whatever your choice of flavoring is. But yeah, plenty of food tents there, you can see. The very smart thing that the city does is they close off a lot of the roads, so there's not supposed to be drive-through traffic, but certain people can get around like the main perimeter with their trucks and bikes. But once you're inside the actual event space, very easy to get around and not worried about getting run over, so that was very pleasant. And you can see they had a carnival set up on the left there, where a bunch of kids rides like the Ferris wheel and whatnot. Also lots of vendors. A big thing here is selling like reused clothing, and many people choose to go that route rather than buying new clothing, of course, because it's just basically cheaper. So Also stumbled upon one of the main bar streets here in Bacolod. Very nice setup. I was kind of impressed. I like when you can go somewhere and there's a lot of outdoor seating, plenty of room to like just hang out outside, and usually each bar had their kind of own karaoke. You can see there's Tipsy Bar, KTV. KTV just basically means karaoke TV. That's one of the popular things to do, not only in Philippines, but I've seen also like in places like China. Most Asian countries have KTV. But you can see it was earlier in the night, not many people, not much action going on yet, but obviously a lot of great lighting. Christmas lights up as well. They've had Christmas lighting up pretty much everywhere since the beginning of October, and from what I understand, it'll probably stay up until maybe next July. They really enjoy the festive lighting to put up, not only at bars but malls. And here, this is one of the main newer shopping areas. This is actually a McDonald's. This is a two-story McDonald's where they were having photo opportunities that you could take with some of the girls that were dressed in the mascara outfits. It's called Mega World, also known as SM City or SM Malls. They usually have lots of shopping and Western foods available, usually very clean and also very cool, free air conditioning. You can see here like people bringing their cars to show off their detailed cars along with their sound systems. But just a lot of stuff to do. Look, people watch, food, smells, all that stuff. And then we were fortunate enough to actually see some of the McDonald's workers doing a mascara routine, dancing outside the restaurant itself. It was pretty cool because we thought we would miss it. The night after we were there was when they were going to have the big parade. They have the big parade at nighttime where everybody dresses up in these costumes, and they're also accentuated by like neon lights. So it's kind of like a glow-in-the-dark parade where everybody's dancing and also dressed in these very vibrant costumes. So at least we got to see something, and I was happy about that. But luckily enough, we stumbled upon some of Joji's childhood friends that she had went to grade school with, and they were running their own chicken tent. So we ordered some barbecue chicken breasts and chicken wings, plenty of rice, plenty of sauce, and of course the San Miguel and Red Horse staple drinks of the Philippines. I really enjoyed it. I think that's the first time I tried just like straight up off the grill barbecue here. Usually I just go to the restaurants or whatever, but using the soy sauce with the spicy peppers in it, it's really tasty. It goes very well with a beer. And then the next morning, we did some street walking in a different area. I think there was like 3 or 4, maybe even more than that, different areas where people can go listen to music, eat food, drink beer. And this is one of the other areas that we didn't go to the night before, but it looked pretty happening. And there was also this really amazing park in the city center. So I wanted to take a look around there, get some photos, just to show you how beautiful the inner city of Bacolod is. Seems like it shows a lot of promise. Joji said she had actually lived there a few years before, and she thinks that Iloilo City is nicer. From my first impressions, I actually think there was a lot more going on in Bacolod. Of course, there's plenty of malls in every city that you go to. We went to this one Ayala Mall. It wasn't that impressive to me, but I mean, look at the architecture of the buildings across the street, and the streets are actually fairly large, very wide, so there's no congestion. So it actually looked nicer to me than Iloilo City. When we went to the main SM Mall that's near the pier, I saw quite a few foreigners there, and mostly younger people, where as opposed to Iloilo City, I see mostly older crowd here. So I guess it just kind of depends. If you like this area, you might just go check out both places, spend maybe a month and get the vibe, see which one is kind of better suits you. But again, like I said, most of the malls and the retail places already have their Christmas stuff up. It's been up since October. This seems to be pretty common all over the world now, to where this happens. But since there's no Halloween in the Philippines, the Masskara was kind of a welcome event for me, because at least it's like people dressing up and having a good time. Even though there's not any candy given out, I'll take chicken and beer any day. But this is kind of the vibe that I got from the city. We were lucky enough to come in there. This is where Josie's father lives, and it happened to be his birthday. So this day we met up with him later at one of the other larger malls near the pier and took him out for some bacareta. He seemed like a nice fellow. Looks maybe a little bit mean. But overall, Bacolod's a nice city. The Masskara Festival is really worth checking out, so if you ever get a chance, I'd recommend it.
I just want to thank you guys for watching. Do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe, and the bell so you won't miss out on any more mediocre entertainment. Salamat.